Hey everybody, it's your boy Lyle, the Dapper Entrepreneur, coming to you live and direct. Wanted to go over 4 simple things to let you know if you're a self-sabotager, person who self-sabotages their own success, their own life. So let's get right into it. Number 1, you are a people pleaser. You do everything in your power to make someone else happy. Your kids, your partner, people on the job. Everything you do is to make them happy. Some way, I guess, them acknowledging what you did, gives you some self-satisfaction. But then also there are a lot of times where what you do isn't acknowledged. It isn't appreciated, but you still do it. The problem with that is you do it even if it costs you your own happiness. You become unhappy because you're trying to constantly make other people happy. And eventually you lose parts of yourself. You become broken in certain areas. And those are things that happen when you're a people pleaser because, again, what's more important to them and what makes them happy is the only thing you're concerned about, even if it doesn't make you happy. Number 2, you're a procrastinator. You are a super duper procrastinator. What can be done today is done tomorrow. I put off until tomorrow, the next day. I'm not ready. You're waiting for the perfect situation. I don't have all the information. I didn't get the right camera. Whatever it is, you find a reason to not do what it is, something that you need to do. Something as simple as, starting your diet. We all know that as we get older or we're less active, our body tends to hold on to weight. You become a little fat in certain areas, and some people become real fat. No shade. But what we need to understand is we have control over that. So how about you start by cleaning out some of the crap in your refrigerator? Let's start there. I got a bunch of condiments in mine, and I think most of them have sugar in them, probably salt as well. But that's the part that I don't see as much because I'm buying the chicken, I'm buying the salmon and the eggs and things of that nature. But I got a door full of condiments that I probably should do something about. Working out. You don't work out. You don't like the way you look in the mirror, but yet still you're not doing anything consistently to work out. You're a procrastinator. You put it off until you can't put it off no more or until it's just too late. The reality of it is you're not a procrastinator. It's just not that important to you. You don't think it's important enough to actually do what it is you say you need to do. Give you an example. Let's say I had a bag with $3 million cash in it. I said, you can have every dollar in that bag provided you meet me at 3 a.m. in the morning in the middle of the Ben Franklin Bridge. And if you don't get hit or if the bag doesn't get run over by a car, the money is yours. Most of you guys out there are going to try to find a way to get to that bag. And that has to be the same way with other things in your life. It may not seem like it's valuable, but your health is way more valuable than $3 million. There are people who have illnesses that cost $3 million to get taken care of. So some of the things like that in terms of procrastination. So again, you procrastinate because it's not important enough to you for you not to do it. Okay, and I'm guilty of that as well. Number 3, you're easily addicted to different things that you know aren't good to you. Shopping, gambling, food, pornography. All of these things provide a false sense of comfort. You feel good when you're under the influence. And I'm not judging anybody. You do what you do. What I'm saying is I've never heard a seriously successful person say, man, I needed that to make me feel some kind of way so I can be successful. Whatever it is. But that's the reality because we're covering up something that's broken and needs to be repaired on the inside. So instead of us doing that type of hard work and working on what it is that's really causing us to feel that way, which is leading us to go to gamble, which is leading us to shop, which is leading us to eat, which is leading us to watch porn, whatever it is, we have to find what's causing that and remove the Band-Aid of overeating, of watching porn, of gambling, or whatever else it is. But it's not that easy, but that's what it is. Sometimes we get so distracted by the things that we like to do that we don't get a chance to do the things that we should do. All right. Number 4, really important just like all the rest, but this is important. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you can have the life that you say you want. You can do some of the things you say you want to do because you just don't believe that you deserve them and that you can have them. That's sad, but it's a reality. Suffered from all of these things at one point or another. But to give you an example, it's like when you finally say, well, if I get $100,000 or if I get X amount of dollars, I know I'm gonna be all right. And then you get it and then you blow it. Raise your hand if you've blown it at times. You blow it. You get a bunch of money, go shopping, go out, take your friends out, travel, go on a couple trips. Don't do anything to have that money perform a boomerang and come back to you with, more money. But that's what you do because you don't believe it. You don't believe that you can actually, once you get the money, that you know exactly what to do with the money. You do the right thing with it and it starts to grow, it starts to return, and eventually you're able to do more things because you did the right thing with that one. But it's so much that we get used to not having. We have a lack mentality. We think in lack. We don't think in abundance like we should. We focus on the problem and not what we want. More, my rent gonna be late. I'm short a couple dollars on this bill. I don't feel like answering that phone. Instead of saying I'm gonna be late on my rent because I don't have the money, what else can I do to get the money that I can help pay my rent? What else can I do so that I can be able to go on that trip and not have to pay any of my bills late? Ask yourself a different question in reference to how can you, as opposed to focusing on what you don't have, because the more you focus on things that you don't have, the more you'll have things you don't want. It really is that simple in some cases. Start focusing on the life that you want, the things that you want in your life, the people that you want in your life. Okay, where you want to live in your life, how you want to feel about yourself. Focus on those things, and eventually you'll start feeling those things more and you'll start thinking about those things more. And then the key is to start moving on those things. Okay, so those are just some of my top 4 things that can let you know if you're a self-sabotager. Stop dimming your own light because it's too bright for somebody else's shine. You don't have to extinguish. I don't have to extinguish your light in order for mine to shine any brighter. Anybody who wants to distinguish your light because it's shining so bright, you don't need to be around them. Y'all have a super wonderful, blessed day. Don't forget to click, like, share, and subscribe so we can get more content out there. Y'all have a super wonderful, blessed day. Peace.